Hello and welcome back to my second video of my 3-video long road trip through the 3 Nordic countries of Finland, Norway and Sweden. We left Finland behind and drove not more than maybe an hour or so into Norway before picking out our next spot to stay for the night. We had seen a spot on the map called Great Picnic with a View and thought that sounded like the perfect place to stay the night. I also wanted to stay one more night in this part of Norway before driving onwards north towards the mountains. Which, in all honesty, is a bit unusual for me, as normally I cannot wait to hike up a mountain or just see them. But this time it felt different. This area is so unique and I don't know when I will be back, so why not stay around for another night? We reached the Great Picnic spot and it was a great spot. We set up camp right next to the river with a great view over the surrounding area and with lovely neighbors right next to us. The other campers were a mix of locals and people coming from far away just like ourselves, and it was lovely talking to them and get some insights of the area. There was especially a Norwegian man in the camp right next to us he was local. He told us they always went here in the autumn to get a great view of the northern lights when they appeared. And luckily, we had a great forecast to look forward to in that regard. After I had taken Sinki for her afternoon walk, I went back out to explore a bit by myself. Sinki doesn't really love when I go nuts with my camera, so in this case when I have the ability to leave her behind, I take it. I wandered around by the river for a bit, just taking in the scenery and enjoying the sound of the river. After a few hours just enjoying being outside in the great weather, I went back to the car to cozy up with Cindy and get some rest before later that night. That's one thing that nature teaches when it comes to northern lights. You have to wait for the right conditions. And luckily, we had a great forecast. It was an amazing night and an incredible display of the northern lights. Our Norwegian neighbor actually told us that it was the greatest show he had seen in a while. I'm not sure if he said it just to make us feel good, but it definitely was a great one. Following that, we hit the road and started driving onwards north towards Alta. One thing other than mountains that you can find in Alta is rock carvings, or as they are called in the Scandinavian languages, helleristninger. These rock carvings are thousands of years old. I'm deeply fascinated by these helleristninger. I have visited many places around Scandinavia that contains these, in the south of Sweden to the north now of Norway, and I'm always as fascinated as I was the first time I saw them. After leaving Alta, we headed towards Jørgefjorden, where we were going to spend the night. At the bottom of Jørgefjorden there is a glacier, and I had noticed it on the map. After a bit of persuasion, I managed to convince my mom that we should go there, and I am so happy that we did that, because it was an absolutely spectacular scene. To get here, you drive up a mountain road and then take a turn to the right, and there you see it, a great guardian at the behind of the fjord, standing guard over the whole valley. We are in Jökulfjorden right now. There's a pretty glacier. I'm out for a little afternoon walk. I might go out here later this evening. There's other people here, but it's so beautiful right here. It's amazing. It's a bright night, and the northern lights forecast is really good. So I hope once the sky gets a little bit darker that we can see some more lights. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get a rerun of the amazing northern lights we had the other night. The weather was good, the sky was clear, but it just didn't happen. I saw a few lights over the mountains with the glacier in the background and managed to get a few pictures, but other than that, I didn't see much. So after a few hours, I decided to call it and headed to bed. It's very pretty here. The following morning, we went on a hike into the fjord towards the glacier. The weather was absolutely stunning and the surroundings no less surreal than the day before. This glacier, the Jökul Glacier, is the only glacier in Europe that carves into the ocean, so it was almost like meeting a celebrity out in nature. Much like the rock carvings, I find it fascinating to think that at some point this glacier filled up the entire fjord, and now, many years later, all that remains is the not tiny, but the bit at the top of the mountains, the only remains of a once huge ice block. It was a stunning and lovely hike. We had it almost all to ourselves and spent a good few hours out there just taking in the scenery. At one point, as we were taking a break before heading back, we heard the glacier roar. I have no other word for it. It sounded like an ancient beast waking up from its slumber. It was a deep, moving and formidable sound, and we simply stared at each other in shock and wonder. It was an absolutely amazing experience. Leaving the Jökulfjord behind, we continued on south, enjoying the amazing weather and the lovely scenery in the area. We were heading towards something called Gåsa Bridge or Gåsa Brua. It's a bridge spanning over a canyon deep in the Kåfjord Valley. From the bridge, you have access to the deep waterfall that falls on one side and the canyon on the other side. It was a very lovely area. The waterfall wasn't too strong since it was early autumn, but it was amazing to look at. We again also had it mostly to ourselves. The most thrilling bit about this adventure actually was that we had to cross this bridge you see here in the car, which when you are not that used to heights when you're from Denmark, it was something to cross it. But we did, we managed. We decided to stay in the parking lot in this area for the night and before heading onwards south the following day. The morning after our visit to the bridge, I spent a few hours exploring in the nearby area from the parking lot. I took Sinki with me out on a short hike. I think it was, some 4-5-ish kilometers away from the parking lot, and just explored the valley and what we could reach within walking distance without getting too far away. As mentioned before, I don't really have a goal when I set out with my photo gear and my dog and just go in a direction. I of course always hope to find something, and I always find so much. There is something almost meditatively about just going forward to see what you can find. I enter this sort of very still place within myself where I just take in what I see and record and observe before I move on. I find that when I see nature through my camera and see what story that lies in the area, it makes me experience the nature around me on a whole other level than if I'm just simply walking by or sitting in a. This area is an old mining town, and there was traces of the past everywhere as I went back towards the car. I love rocks, and I was deeply fascinated by this one. For some reason, it reminded me of a pastry, and I find that hilarious. Sinki and I played a bit in the area before we managed to find ourselves back in the car, and we headed onwards. After leaving Gårdsaboa, we decided to head to Troms. It was on a bit of a whim, as we didn't have any specific goal with going there other than we wanted to have lunch. I wish I could say that this is the longest detour I've taken in order to get lunch, but I think my record is at about 6 hours or so, heading in the wrong way simply to have some food and then going back. I think that sums up my way of going on vacation pretty well. We arrived, we conquered, and we left again, headed towards Dividalen, where we were staying for the night.
Where shadows dance and rivers foam, steps upon the ancient earth, past the tell of timeless birth. Whispers call through pine and stone, in this wild we find our home. Raise your voice, the mountains hear, songs of hope both far and near. Northern lights, they guide our way, through the night to break of day. Waterfalls in silver streams, mirrored dreams and hidden gleams. Breathe the air so pure, so free. Nature's heart beats wild with me. Raise your voice, the mountains hear, songs of hope both far and near. Northern lights, they guide our way, through the night to break of day. in whispers bold, every step a song, a call. Together strong we stand, we fall. Raise your voice, the mountains hear, songs of hope both far and near. Northern lights, they guide our way through the night to break of day. So we wander, hearts aligned in the wild, our souls entwine. Long roads end, a new sunrise underneath the endless skies.
It does not feel like almost the middle of September right now. We are so far north and it's summer. I have not packed the right clothes for this trip.
We had rented a cabin a few days in Levangen, a lovely little town next to Levangen Fjord. Despite us not doing much on our way there, I felt very exhausted for most of our stay. So we didn't get to explore as much as I would have liked and instead focus on gaining strength and enjoying access to hot water. The cabin was super cozy and we really enjoyed staying there. It lay right next to the fjord and offered a great view of the surrounding area, both the bottom of the fjord and out into the ocean. We even saw whales most of our days there. The first time we saw it, we were like, "What is that?" And it was a lovely experience. Senki also enjoyed having access to a proper bed instead of camping out in the car all the time. She is a real trooper. She loves being close to me and she loves hanging out, but she definitely prefers staying in a cabin or in a tent compared to staying in a van or a car when sleeping. The great weather continued and we had amazing sunsets and lovely warm temperatures most of the days. It felt, as I mentioned a bit earlier in the video, very surreal to be this far north and having, summer-like temperatures most of the days.
I'm very tired this morning. So today was actually the day we were supposed to leave this area. We're supposed to leave the Airbnb at 12, I think it was, but we got a few extra days because on the day we arrived, we were set over started the washing machine to get some laundry done. And then the washing machine broke, meaning our clothes got stuck, and it's completely stuck and we can't get it to work, and we've been in contact with the owners and they don't know what to do, so we've told them to just leave it. It's not that important what's in the machine. But they felt really bad, so to make it up to us, they offered us a few extra days in the hut, in the cabin, free of charge. So we, of course, took that very generous offer and stayed until Saturday, because that actually aligned very well with our plans for what we wanted to do when we got to Sweden. So everything worked out, even though I was pretty stressed out when the machine broke, because I hate when I break stuff at Airbnbs I'm staying at. I feel so bad about it. But I'm telling myself it's just a washing machine. it can easily be replaced. It's not that big of a deal. It's not. But the good news is that we are staying here for a few extra days to rest up and get ready for the long drive back home. So that'll be great.
Whispers on the breeze, calling me away. Footsteps in the dawn, chasing light of day. Beneath the endless sky where rivers hum and sway, I trace the ancient paths where wild hearts stray. Mountains hold their secrets painted in the mist. Every step a story, every breath a twist. I am the Windsong wanderer, free and unconfined. Through forests deep and valleys wide, my soul aligned with stars that guide my journey, wild and untamed. In every whispered moment, I call your name. Fields of golden grasses dancing with the sun, echoes of the oceans where my dreams begun. Lost among the shadows yet never truly gone. In every fleeting sunset I find my dawn. I am the Windsong wanderer, free and unconfined. Through forests deep and valleys wide, my soul aligned with stars that guide my journey, wild and untamed. In every whispered moment, I call your name. Silent nights and silver streams cradle me in song. The wild's embrace where I belong. With every step the world unfolds, a canvas vast my heart beholds. So let the winds carry me where dreams are born anew. In this endless voyage I find my truth in you.
It's our last night here now in Norway. Tomorrow we will head to Sweden and explore a bit in the north, and then we'll head back home eventually at the end of the week, we think. It's been a really lovely day today. It's been more cloudy and more autumn-ish weather, but Sinky, she wants her dinner, but now the wind has calmed down, and I just saw some whales out in the fjord, and it's been so great staying here. I really love this place. I think I'll be back. Unfortunately, I didn't get to explore quite as much as I had hoped to do because I was tired. So we've been resting and preparing for the last 2,000 kilometers we have to drive back home. At least. It'll probably be more because we'll make a lot of detours, as you are supposed to do. But yeah, last night in Norway and then onwards to Sweden.